Once you have your illuminated letters sketched and you've got the main lines, the contour lines drawn of some kind of simple creature or plants all over your letter, next step is we're going to use calligraphy pens, and part of it is we'll be tracing your letter, and for the rest of it we're making an acrostic and trying to write it in calligraphy. We're going to have very little ink in a cup. There's a couple different kinds of tips. So this tip is for fine line work. It's very, very skinny. And then this tip is for broad lines, and this is handy for the lettering. This is how you get parts of the letters that are thicker and parts of the letters that are thinner with how you hold the pen. The main thing with these pens is they're designed with a slit down the middle. This is what carries the ink. If you push too hard on that slit, the end of the tip separates, and then the ink isn't going to go where you want it, and it's also going to leave 2 lines instead of 1. Same thing on the big tips. If you push on the big ones too hard, you'll see 3 lines instead of just 1 large line. So you have to be gentle with the pens. Pushing down doesn't make more ink come out. You have to re-dip in the cup, which you're going to share with the partner. To start out, we're going to trace your letter. Now I'd recommend using the small pen. As you can see, a little bit of ink goes a long way. And the way you move the pen is how you get thick lines or thin lines. When you're working on your lettering, you can use the calligraphy sheet that we have as a guide. Just make sure when you're using the pen, the flat part goes on top. This curved part goes on the bottom. We don't want to try to use it upside down because you won't get clean lines. When you're using the broad tip, that's how you get the thick and thin lines that you see on a lot of the letters. It's all about how you hold the pen. If you keep it at the same angle, then it'll change the shape of the line. And we're trying to write an acrostic. So I'm going to dip my pen. This gave me thick lines where I held it flat, thin lines where I scooted it sideways. We're trying to make an acrostic poem all the way down using the letters in your name. So try the best you can and try to copy the shapes that you see on the calligraphy page. Otherwise, try to make it match your own style. As long as you're showing some lines are thick and some lines are thin, that'll show me that you're using the calligraphy pen properly.